make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Taking a shot on the first play. Pulls it in on the left. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running inside. It's Brown. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good.
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special team, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. They'll run the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see Who are the dudes on the squad?
Gonna let it fly. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Working the middle. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Man, you got to get Hatch around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. He'll toss it. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Here comes the Texas offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He wants to change this route. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just feeds the running back. Got enough for the first. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Racing down the left side. 10. Slippery slide, found his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Really really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Here's Manning to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Manning. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over it.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Manning. Got his man to the left. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Hand off for Brown. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone. It's Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Right back to him on the ground. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for space, it's Jackson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, no, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Now here's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No, he's going to field this right in front of his own end zone. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in... Makes the grab in their space. Just steamrolling the defense. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
On target. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown. they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got his man. Breaks into the open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
On the ground, it's Jackson. Plows through the defense. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Longhorns! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running inside, it's Jackson. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Saying from the gun on third down. Going to take a shot. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Say it. It's complete to the right.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Gets it out fast. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Wide receiver going in motion. On the direct snap, it's Wingo. Turning it on! Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback may change this route. Arch Madness. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Snap to the back. Maybe a crease. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with the Navy Midshipmen taking on the Florida Atlantic Owls. And it's the home team engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Arch to throw. Bringing the heat. Working that left side now. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety.
Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorn!
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time for a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers.
Could be an alley. Brings a tackle, and he's got room. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeye!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6.
Number 96,
He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then That ball's not going anywhere, and you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Arch is going to throw for it. Here's the heat. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throw it, say it. Under fire. Headed to the end zone. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. Unloads quickly. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he puts through the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this. Pulls it in on the right. It's a running room. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Julian with the play fake. Got it. Breaks the tackle. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where he can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Picks up the first down. Here's a little room there. Into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Brown again. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Oh, what a move. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Say it. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. Finds a man on the right. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
It's complete to the left. Running through contact. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Maybe some room here. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
First and goal, Ohio State.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line, and the return unit doing its job. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. The give, running right, Brown.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One more time, it's Brown. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Wingo. Got a little grass, headed to the end zone, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. They'll run with Brown. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. He scores for the 5th time in this game. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Takes it the other way. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 96, set to kick off.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The run inside. It's Jackson. Finds some space enough to get 5 to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got the quick pass. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing St. Clair, using his feet to buy time. He'll throw it. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Touchback? We don't want no stinking touchback. Here he comes out of his end zone. He's got great speed. And there he goes. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the...
Makes the grab down the left side. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Running inside, it's West. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. St. Clair, pocket breaking down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance. And the committee watches every single week. And being the #1 team in the country, obviously you got some pressure on you, but This squad's got to perform better. They got to show up, man. This was an embarrassing loss. And, Jesse, they're going to have to get some things fixed if they want to go try to compete for the ultimate prize.
I think the problem, if you're the head coach of this former #1 team, is that you've got a lot of problems to solve. What went wrong? Because they never even showed up. They didn't even look motivated in this game, and they got dominated in all three facets on the field. This isn't just a one-solution fix. There are a lot of question marks now. They're going to be revolving around this program, and a lot of doubters now from the outside. A lot of that energy is going to start seeping in.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.